I got blackmailed today. Oh, I thought I'd video about it. So I got this email. I'll just read it to you. I think this keeps going live if I switch windows. So I got this email and it has my password in it. And is this still going when I switch windows? I think it should be, right? If it's not, could you comment if you join? So I got this email today with my password as the title, and it says, "Let's cut to the chase. I'm aware that this is your password. Moreover, I know about your secret and have proof of it. You do not know me personally and nobody employed me to check you out. It's just that you're hard luck that I came across your misdemeanor. In fact, I actually placed a malware on the adult video clips pornographic material, and you visited this website to experience fun. You know what I mean. While you were watching your videos, your internet browser initiated functioning as an RDP remote desktop having a keylogger which gave me access to your display screen and camera. Immediately after that, my software obtained every one of your contacts from your social networks as well as email. Next, blah, 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 blah." Goes on and on and on to say that they got this video footage of me doing nasty things to myself while watching porn and blah, blah. So the hilarious part is, of course, I'm extremely vocal about my history with sexual assault and my views on pornography. Like, very vocal about it. Like, go on my Facebook page and you probably can't help but stumble upon my views on sexuality and pornography. So I know it's BS, right? So that takes a load off. I'm able to immediately know that this is fake. But it was my actual password. And I do have to go through and change like 50 passwords. And I actually use a password protection site. And so it's even more annoying because the password protection site just doesn't blanket change that password, which I wish it did. So getting that out of the way, the fact that like, okay, I'm not actually going to pay this person. They don't actually have what they say they have. They don't actually have whatever. But this is a much more interesting thing because many of us blackmail ourselves, or we get into these little tiny situations of emotional blackmail that aren't this extreme, right? And so what came up for me when I got this email was not, oh my God, it's true. Oh my God, I'm being blackmailed. What came up for me was like, are you kidding me? I can't catch a break, right? And this email came in while I was out on a walk, and that walk was like this virulently rage-filled walk because I wrote this email this morning to my email list about the 30-day challenge, and it was like this beautiful email, and I was so proud of myself, and literally I was about to click send, hit a button on my keyboard, the whole thing refreshes and is gone. I don't know why it didn't save. It says it saves every 3 seconds, so why didn't it save? I don't know. Fury, but not fury because, oh, it happened. Whatever, you write another email. Fury because I can't catch a break. Everything I do, nothing ever works. How come when I take steps to actually do something that I think is worthwhile work in the world, I get smashed with these roadblocks? And the walk was like, what do you want from me, God? What do you want from me? What do you want from me? What do you want from me? Anger, 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 anger. And then underneath of that, a deep sadness, a really deep sadness. And so I had reached this place of sadness when I got this email about the blackmail. That was like, I'm blackmailing you. And it just hit on that belief again, like, oh, look, now another thing that I have to do today when I had very little time, and the time that I did have was wasted time because my email got deleted, and now I've got to spend all the other time that I would be doing something useful and productive, making, responding to my list and telling them about the challenge and engaging people and getting people involved. No, now I've got to spend change all my passports, or change all my passwords. Like, nothing I ever do works. Nothing I ever do works. Nothing I ever do works, right? It just hit on this belief in me. It just hit on this belief in me. And this is what I'm talking about in the 30-day challenge, like the Breaking Bad Beliefs challenge. Like, when I have a belief like that playing out, I'm going to see it in everything that comes up. Like, who cares? I have to change my passwords. No big deal. Change the 3 most important ones and leave the rest for tonight. Like, no big deal. I don't have to change my focus. I can go about doing whatever. Like, so what? My email deleted. Maybe the next one's going to be even better, right? Like, these are the moments of breakthrough, not breakdown, but that belief that came up for me, which is like tied into I'm the victim, everything's happening to me, I can't have what I want, I'm not in control, I never get what I want, everything I do doesn't work because some, force in life is keeping it away from me and punishing me, right? Like all of that came up in these two really simple things that happen. And that, the karmic cycle is really simple. You see something a certain way, and so all the results reflect that, because you see the results and you make meaning through the way that you see the thing that caused you to act that way. And so you go into this cycle. So the karmic cycle isn't about doing good. It's about cleaning out the gunk that's causing us to see life in this distorted way. And that's why for me, the Breaking Bad Beliefs Challenge is not just like, oh yeah, let's do some self-development mindset work. That's not what it's about. My main focus is inner freedom. My main focus is helping you awaken, like on a deep spiritual level. And so the 30-day Breaking Bad Beliefs Challenge is about breaking the karmic cycle so that we stop creating the circumstances and seeing them all in the same way, and free ourselves to make spontaneous choices in the moment, which is our natural state of being, right? Spontaneous, present in the moment, which is where our power is. Where our power is in spontaneous presence. Spontaneous presence. So here I am in this moment, not in spontaneous presence, right? And I'm not in spontaneous presence because I was in victim. Nothing I do works, and life is trying to make sure that I stay stuck. What do you want from me, life? What do you want from me? What do you want from me? I walked for 30 minutes and I thought, oh, I'll tap and walk and I'll start there. I never got past there. I just stayed with, what do you want from me? Right? And then some sadness, and then some sadness. And I know there's more to do, and I'm going to go for another walk because, oh, well, that's the time well spent. Time working on my beliefs is time well spent. Maybe I'll never get the email out. Maybe I'll never, get the video out, but that's the time well spent. So I want to keep this really short. I want to keep it under 10 minutes, but this is why we do the beliefs work. This is why the 30-day Breaking Bad Beliefs Challenge is so valuable, because we're talking about these little tiny things that happen over and over, and we keep hiccuping ourselves in the same belief, right? In the same, like, oh, this just goes to show, like, I can't ever get anything done, or this just goes to show nobody's trustworthy, or this goes to show that I really can't rely on people, or this goes to show that I'm never going to be loved. Whatever that belief is you keep proving to yourself, we use every single thing to do it. And that's the cool part about the challenge is we're not going to like dig into the belief and go at it from some really, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Esoteric point of view. We're going to use the stuff that comes up in your life, because I didn't have to look very far today to be a victim, did I? Right? My email page refreshed and I got an email from some idiot trying to blackmail me, get a couple $1,000 out of me, right? Like, I didn't have to look very far to find the victim mentality. But if I'm not aware of it, then all I'm doing is digging the hole deeper. And then I'm still in the karmic cycle. I'm still in the cycle that I'm continually feeding my own way of looking at the world, which, by the way, is not a great way of looking at the world. So we're not doing this because you've got to change or perfect or blah, 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 or, be different or be better or self-improve or any of that. Like, we're doing it because you want to be free. You want to have different decisions in your life. You want to have different opportunities in your life. You want to have the life that you actually know in your heart. You can feel it, but you can see it in your head. That life that you know that you can have. And guess what? The only way to do that is to break the chain, break the cycle of this belief that keeps us swinging back. So, if you have any thoughts on what to do with the email from the blackmail person, please let me know. 2, second, I want you in the challenge. We start Wednesday, like in a day and a half. We start Wednesday. And this is the work. This is the work. We use your life. It's not hard. It's not hard work. It's opening. It's expansive. It's like, oh, I didn't see that there. But it's not hard work, because we're going to use stuff just like I used today to be like, oh, there it is. Okay. Now let me see. Now let me see what else is there. And the most amazing part is when we get down to the base of it and we start to really look at, like, what is that core belief? I'm not loved, I'm alone, I'm incapable, I'm deserted by life, then when we just face it head on, like, oh, it's not so scary anymore. And we put a bunch of other things in place. We change the paradigm, we shift the paradigm, we take you to a new place. There's 9 steps, right? The steps that I'm talking about of being aware of it, that's just step 1, 2. Then we start to shift things. Then we start to go deeper and change and change and change and change. Not because we have to change, but because we want the freedom that lies on the other side of it. And we don't want to be beholden to these stupid beliefs that cause us to react in ways that don't feel very good. Now, it may seem like, yeah, but Alexis, you're just saying you had it, so how can you say we're going to change it? Because clearly you're still doing it, right? But it's more nuanced. And my time with it was like, bam, right? Because I felt it all come up, went for the walk, realized the belief, and I was like, bam, there it is. There's my belief playing out again. So I don't need to fight the email system, and I don't need to fight this blackmailed email thing, and I don't need to fight any of that. I don't have to get caught in what I call the drama tornadoes. I know that this is an opportunity for me to look at other places where I feel victimized and hold power. So every single thing that's happening to me is no longer this like thing that I have to respond to. No, it's an opportunity for me to look at myself and hold power, right? So that's what we're talking about. So we take the drama out of life and it all becomes this beautiful self-permissive process of awakening. And everything in your life feeds into that in the most beautiful way where you're like, blackmail dude, thank you. Thank you for bringing this up in me, because guess what? You thought you were trying to get $3,000, but you just healed a part of my soul, and I am brighter than you could ever imagine. Right? Email system, thank you for deleting my email, because you took me to a new depth of frustration, and through that frustration, I had a new awakening. And that's what we get out of this challenge, and it's freaking amazing. Freaking amazing. And I want you to be there. Okay. If you have any thoughts on the blackmail, who to send that email to, I think the FCC or FBI or somebody does something with it. If you know the email address, please let me know. Join the challenge. See you soon.